Okay, this is really something I want to talk about. I'm going to create a new playlist called My Opinion. Today we're going to cover steroids, supplements, and the world of fitness in general. See you after the intro. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Live Healthy, Look Good. Last day, probably 2 days ago, I don't remember exactly when, but it drove me mad. I saw a person posting a picture of himself showing, obviously it was shredded, and saying zero carbs. This is the effect of zero carbs in my diet. And then, immediately after, there was another guy, again shredded, posting another picture of himself saying, oh, I got this only by eating fruit and vegetables. Oh, okay. Those of you who have been watching my videos so far, they know exactly that these are two opposites. Fruit and vegetables are carbs. Zero carbs, yeah, basically means that the guy, at least, was going through quite a painful constipation time. And you know, because you've been reading my articles and you've been watching my videos, and you may know even if you haven't, but that's the truth. And so I asked this guy, the first one, I asked him if you have experienced any constipation or any dizziness, for instance, which is another thing that happens. And his answers were obviously showing that he had no idea whatsoever what carbohydrates or eating in general is. On the other hand, the other guy, I didn't ask anything to him, but saying that he's not eating any fat because, well, I would say it's not right what I said, but if you don't eat avocados, which is a fruit, you don't really eat any fats if you only eat fruit and vegetables. And also, it's okay, proteins are not really necessarily needed from animal sources, but they do help, or however, yeah. Then also the first guy also said that he just took amino acids and proteins, which basically is the same identical thing. Obviously we haven't spoken about proteins yet on my YouTube channel, but you will find out it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. And so why did it drive me mad? It drove me mad because, not because they were on steroids, because they were both on steroids. And you can tell when a person is on steroids. I'm not even the best one in spotting people on steroids, but these two, they were obviously on steroids. There was no doubt about it, okay? And I forgot. Yeah, the thing that drove me mad was exactly that if a person who has a problem, because let's face it, people may be very unhappy or depressed about their condition, about the way they look like, and they are unable to get out of that. And that can be not just because they're overweight, it can be because they don't like their nose, or because they don't like their breast, or whatever. I mean, I'm nobody to judge when a person decides to change her body, because I don't know how important that change it is for that person. So it's people who are willing to go through surgeries, for instance, surgeries have a long recovery sometimes. They go through a lot of struggles and hassles when they decide to do certain things because they don't like themselves. And I thought, well, if a person who doesn't like himself, a man, because they were two men, maybe this man is depressed, and I know very well what it means, and I will probably speak about it in another video maybe, because I was not really depressed, but I wasn't happy with my body, but that's another story, and it's a long time ago. But anyway, I may talk about my story as well. But if a person who's desperate looks at this and says, okay, so the secret is just stop eating carbohydrates, and let's say this person also knows what carbohydrates are, because the guy had no clue, and this person stops eating carbohydrates, zero carbohydrates. I mean, how dangerous is it for this person? Should these people be allowed to do what they do, to post these pictures along with these lies on Facebook where everybody can see it, and they may harm somebody? Okay, so why am I'm saying this because I was mad. So I want you guys and girls to know the difference. Okay, the fitness world is not as beautiful as we think from outside. Everything where humans put their trotters. So we make a lot of beautiful things, and then we also ruin them in the same time. Not the same people probably, but yeah, eventually somebody would ruin it. So whatever a human does, a human ruins, unfortunately. And that's the exact thing for the fitness world. So we see a lot of fitness models. I don't want to talk about anybody in general. I don't want to blame nobody. And also I want to tell, starting from now on, I have nothing against people who are on steroids or people who use supplements. And I'm going to tell you the difference now in this video. And people who don't, but they should be honest. I should say, they should be honest. They should say, okay, I look like this because I juiced myself up quite a lot. Because then some of them, they may sell you their training program, their nutrition program, and they have no clue. They're not even probably the authors of that content that they sell you. They just sell themselves, and they get there by cheating. Okay, and it's fine. I mean, it's fine. You want to look great. You want to put something in your body that's not really natural. So you want to be helped by chemistry. That is perfectly fine, as long as you guys tell the truth. Because there are people out there who don't know that you are Jews, and they think that they can become like you. And I understand it is beautiful to look unreachable without disclosing your real secrets, but it's very immoral. So that's something that really bothers me, and it's so difficult to educate people from outside that that's what happens. So there are things that nature cannot make you achieve. I've been speaking about getting leaner and gaining muscles in my very first videos when I was talking about the diet and things like that. There is a threshold, and this threshold cannot be overpassed. And the threshold is, for instance, you can't become as lean as some people are. It's not possible. It's not natural. You can become that lean, and I mean, you can become that lean. It's not natural. It is natural, but you can't become that lean with that size of muscles. That's not possible. That is impossible. Okay. So you can still look good. I mean, you don't need to be the Hulk to look good. You just need to be athletic, and it's exactly what I try to do. I don't do any particular training. I don't even focus on just being bigger, because I run, I jog a lot, because I want to be the kind of person who can still do 2 ramps of stairs and not gassing out. So I mean, There are people who don't do cardio because they are afraid to lose muscles, which is something that can happen, above all if you don't know what you're doing. And it's okay. I mean, it's okay, but you cannot be huge in terms of muscles and as lean as some people that you see are. I don't want to even tell you the signs of the steroids, but I should probably. I should, but I don't want to make enemies. So just so you know, don't think that what you see on internet or even in television is really what you think it is. Okay, I'm not talking about Photoshop. I'm talking about medicines. These people, they take steroids and they make you think that you can become like them just by eating the way they say they eat. But the truth is that they spend their days at the McDonald's. They eat rubbish, junk all day, because then they take the Trenbolone, just to mention one, or another similar medicine, which makes them leaner. And yeah, I mean, if you want to look like them, the truth is you should do what they do. That's as simple as that. But they don't tell you what they do. And you should not listen to people who say, I go 0 carbs, I go 0 fats, I go 0 whatever. That's not gonna happen for nobody, not even for them, because it's not what they do. They're just, sorry for the French, they're just bullshitting you, okay? Because they want you to think that you will never be like them. They are belittling you when they do that. Even if they don't do it with the purpose of belittling you, that's the way you probably feel compared to them, and you should not, okay? You should not. And that's something really important. I don't even profess looking good. I mean, I know the name of the channel is Look Good, Live Healthy, Look Good, but it's because I profess living healthy, because living healthy would make you look good, would make you look better than living unhealthy. And will make you live a better life as well. And so yeah, you must be happy with your body first. If you're not, just do as much as you can in a healthy way. I'm here to help you with the healthy part and also the training. I'm going to do some training sooner or later. I want to finish my nutrition bits. And also I struggle with space, so I need to find where I can show you how to train and what exercises to do, which is really difficult because outside when I did the skipping rope really didn't work well because of the noise of the cars, and however there's no room, and also I can't do certain things in there, and that's the only place where I think I can do certain things. So, but yeah, just please guys, don't think that the people you see online or on television, they are reachable, because they're not, unless you start taking medicines. But that's then up to you. You can do it. I mean, a lot of people survive it. A lot of people, you don't know, they get sick with them. Some people die with them. To do what? To look good? If that's really important to you, if that really matters to you, okay, I'm not nobody to judge you. In many countries it's even illegal to do it, so I'm not even encouraging you to do it. I just say that I understand that you may want to be that big no matter what, or that way no matter what, and no matter what in some cases is just by juicing yourself up, regardless if you're a man or a woman, okay? So this is a steroid bit. Now I want to talk about the supplements. And by the way, these are all my opinions. I'm not, if you have any different points, I will be happy to discuss or to hear your point, and you may even make me change mind. I'm very open to things if I think they're right. That's my idea so far based on my experience. Then also because you probably know or you've heard of people taking these jars of powders or pills and things, and they just spend half of their salary on these things every month because they want to be big, and they want to be called natural. Okay, so the difference between natural and doped or juiced is that people who are natural, they take supplements. Supplements are not steroids. Actually, I think that the majority of the supplements just do nothing, or if they do something, it's really not for normal humans who do not compete. They may just do just that little, very incredibly little, tiny bit more than without them, which obviously in a competition environment makes sense, but in a non-competition environment doesn't make any sense at all. But then many of these people, they don't even know what they're taking, they just take it because somebody told them to take it, and sometimes they're just a waste of money. Not a big fan of some of these amino acids that are sold. I mean, I've got proteins. I bought them because I was following a person who I consider an authority in the fitness world, and this person was saying that, yeah, you can get leaner and build muscles in the same time, which I've tried and I can confirm it's not possible. I was following his guidance to, if you take the high value proteins, which I'm going to discuss when I'm going to talk about proteins, high value proteins, you can still build muscle while you are in an hypocaloric regime? Yes, I think it's regimen. But that's not true. That's not working. That doesn't work. But I still got this protein powder. It's just proteins, Rather than taking these proteins from a steak or a cheese or milk, you just take the proteins from the powder. So what they do is just through a chemical process, which you can do even at home, in this case the whey proteins, I think you just need to melt some lemon with the milk at a not very high temperature, like 60-70 degrees, and then they separate, and then you filter it, and one is the whey protein and one is the casein protein. So they do it obviously in a different way. They through a chemical process, and that's what they are. But then, and these are the considered the purest high value proteins ever, because they contain all of the amino acids, which of course I haven't spoken about yet, and I don't want to give you too much information about. But though, proteins, okay, I mean, they are good. They are a good supplement because they may help you if you are not able to take as many proteins throughout the day. Then there are also supplements in terms of carbohydrates, which I think is just less likely to be missing in a diet, because a person can eat a potato, can eat bread, can eat fruit, can eat everything, and carbohydrates are included. While proteins may be a little bit more difficult, because obviously if you really track what you take, so if you want to take 25% of your calories from fat, and I don't know, whatever, then you may happen not to find lean proteins without increasing your 25% of intake of fat. And so these are very helpful. I still have them, I finished them, and I'm not going to buy them anymore, even though they're cheaper than tuna, which is a lean source of protein. But yeah, I'm not going to buy them anymore because they're pretty much useless, and yeah, I tried, I had to, and I've never tried anything else in my life. But then there are also other powders, like the essential amino acids, or the, I don't even know in English, it's BCAA, which is another different amino acids. Amino acids, they make proteins. They are proteins. And I mean, if you take the complete ones, why should you ever want the essentials one, which are in the complete one, or the other ones which are in the complete one? You have the complete ones, your body will be able to break them down if they need the essentials or if they need whatever else. But there is a big business in there, and they are, at the end, they're not medicines. They are from natural sources, from food, but instead of eating them, you just take them through these powders. I still don't think it's a natural way to assimilate these nutrients. Above all, if we are talking about high concentrations of something, like for instance creatine, which is, by the way, one of the very few supplements that I know it works. creatine, what it does is just saturating. You need to saturate your muscles with creatine, so you need to take a decent amount of creatine every day for a while, and then you will saturate your muscles with it. Sorry, and what it does is making your body retaining water, so they will make you look a little swollen, bigger, in other words. And what creatine does, creatine is one of the three of our energy systems. It brings a molecule of phosphate. Now, I haven't spoke about it yet. Not even know if I'm going to, because it's probably too technical. But by the way, we need this molecule of phosphate to create energy. And creatine has this molecule of phosphate, and it brings it to where it needs to go quicker than everything else. Okay, and it's very useful when you do maximal strength exercises, and usually the CP is called creatine phosphate energy system. It doesn't give you more than a few seconds of energy. You usually use prevalently your CP energy when you are at your maximal strength and you're not breathing. You're not breathing, you're using your CP system, because it's not aerobic, which means that it doesn't need oxygen to work. But I mean, you saturate your muscles with this creatine, theoretically, because you have so much creatine, you should be able, rather than doing for a few seconds, you should be able to do for minutes. No. It helps you really in terms of performance. It helps you for maybe 1, 2, if seconds more than without it. Is it really worth it? I don't know. I mean, you can still take it. It's not natural, because in order to saturate your muscles with creatine, you should probably eat like a house of sardines. They are high in creatine. And that means that you would just explode, basically, if you eat as much. So it's not natural the way you take these supplements. Then, it's a natural thing? Yes, it is. Even many steroids are natural. They may be testosterone of other mammals or even humans, I don't know. But that's natural. It's a hormone. It's produced naturally. So, but obviously they're not comparable, even because we know for sure that steroids work, while supplements really don't do that much more. But yeah, you can disagree with that, and I'm not blaming those who use them. I mean, you're very welcome to go ahead. I would probably invite you to find out more what you're taking, because it may be completely useless and you don't know. You just take it because somebody told you to do it, and you may not even need it, like a lot of other things that people tend to do during exercise, but that's another story. These people, natural people, you will see that the ones who use supplements are not as huge as the ones who are on steroids, are not as lean as the ones who are on steroids, and I'm talking again about bodybuilders, sorry. But there are steroids even for other athletes, don't get me wrong. Not all the steroids have the purpose of improving the way you look, okay? I'm not gonna say anything more than that. But yeah, so neither of the two, in my opinion, are natural. But there's nothing bad not to be natural, okay? And above all, if I advertise myself saying, oh, I take supplements, it's still better than advertising myself saying, oh, 0 carbs, look how shredded I am, look how muscular I am. I'm not, I know, I'm sorry. And I got here without eating any carbs. That's dangerous, okay? Well, if I say, okay, look at me, I'm 0, no, I don't say 0, I say, yeah, I take creatine, I take proteins, I take whatever. I don't even know them all, because I don't take any, I just take proteins, and I just did it for an experiment. Because, again, if you don't try it, you don't know it, because there are so many scientific experiments or theories or things like everything that you just don't know unless you try yourself. I'm trying the ones that I think are not dangerous. And then I will report to you guys and girls. But yeah, I mean, that's it. So the whole point of this long and boring video is that if you look at idols like your best fitness models, or people in television or people in media with these huge bodies, so lean that they have not even a six-pack, they have an 8, 10, 12, 13 pack, sorry. You should suspect that probably you will never be able to be like them, okay? And you should aim a little lower. You will look good anyway, trust me. Women, for men, will look at you even if you're not that huge. And obviously the same happens on the other way around. Men will look at you, women, even if you are not like those fitness models. I personally prefer a normal woman than a fitness model, but that's my choice. Of course, a fit one is better for my taste than an unfit one, but still, if a person is fit, naturally fit, not taken to any exaggeration, I still like it more than many of the fitness models who have these huge muscles in their butts and those huge muscles on their legs, very lean, maybe even big arms, which I don't like. And it's not because I got small arms. I don't want to be smaller than my girlfriend, no. It's just because I don't like it. It's not my taste, but that's fine. I mean, it's me not to like him. But yeah, you should really focus on eating healthy, guys. If you eat healthy, you will be naturally better looking. You will naturally lose weight. You see, I said lose weight, get leaner. Lose weight, as I explained in another video, doesn't necessarily mean getting leaner. So yeah, and that's it. Please share this video, because people need to know that if they look at somebody who's cheating with the purpose of filling up his complexes, not to be good enough, not to look well enough, just to show other people that he made it, and they will never be able to do it, even though he doesn't say so. But just the mere fact that he doesn't disclose what he does in reality is to achieve that. I mean, to be unreachable. Just ignore it and just try to eat healthy for yourself, and you will look good. I mean, where do you want to go? Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. It was really important to me. In fact, it was completely unplanned, and that's probably why I already don't plan my videos too much when they are planned. This one is completely out of control. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want to leave comments down there. I'll be happy to read them. As I said, you may disagree with me, you may prove me wrong. I'm happy. I'm not saying I bring the verb. So feel free to do it. I'm not going to be bothered. I can change mind, and yeah, that's fine. And like the video, please, if you enjoyed it, if you think I gave you something important. But really, please share this video with people you know they are crazy for these things, because you may help them understanding that they should probably aim at something that is achievable, or if they want to do that, they should go the way of the medicines, okay? Which I'm not encouraging in any shape or form. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.